that is what makes men, that is what makes black men not needed to black women, because I don't see it. I see black men talking about that there's a war against them, they are oppressed, they're beat down by the system, and they can't get up. So why would black women need men like that?
Well, and you know, and
go. I wanted to, because Dr. Tia Son John kind of face palm right there. So I wanted to let him jump in just to give a response.
Well, I mean, look, if you look at everything from criminal sentencing to carceral treatment, leading causes of death, healthcare access, employment, wealth status, education, I mean, you name pretty much any important issue that goes on, you find black men at the bottom of it. So when you talk about black men being attacked or oppressed, especially in regard to these institutional measures that we take seriously to assess any society, black men tend to find themselves at the bottom. And that being said, I don't think it's a leap for black men to come to that conclusion, or the black community. And this is not a new assessment. This is an assessment that's been measurable empirically for generations. It's just taken on different forms with different issues on the table. But that said, this whole question of, whether black men, have ever said that, black women aren't needed. I think we're just at a point where the differences in opportunity has cultivated a different worldview between many groups. And I think that has an overarching kind of expression on gender terms. That's not the only set of issues. We can talk about those differences in terms of class. We can talk about those differences in terms of, other signifiers of identity, so to speak. But if we're going to ask the question on gender terms, you have to deal with life access. You have to deal with what are the realities. I'll put it to you this way. So I've been teaching for 24 years now at the college level. One of the things I've noticed that every single college I've been to, I've never seen a significant preponderance of black males at those universities, be they students, faculty, or staff. Never. As a matter of fact, most of the time I've actually been there, I've seen those numbers dwindle. Right now, even at Fresno State, those numbers are probably a third of what they were when I came 14 years ago. And for the black males that actually do get into school, 70% of them, and this is almost nationwide at this point, drop out by their first year. Now, when you really begin to look at and interview many of these young men about what they're dealing with family issues, they're dealing with income issues, they're dealing with trying to work and help family in the midst of trying to go to school, so on and so forth, without much support in an environment that doesn't welcome them. But that's not mass delusion. There are real realities there that impact those kids from K through 12 all the way through college.
Don't
So
black women have the
all
same?
of that.
Hold on. Let him finish, and then I'll let you jump.
Yeah. I'll finish it. I was just going to say, to dismiss all of that and make these glib statements like they didn't want to be there, these kind of things, they're inaccurate, and they're not empirically driven issue or arguments.
I'm saying, don't black women face the same?
That's the point. That's the question on the table.
Let her finish. I want to hear the rest.